Welcome back, guys. Have you missed me? Oh, God, I've missed you, and I've missed this. And I tell you what, oh man, I've got some stuff to show you. I think this episode is going to be quite epic. I think you're going to love it. I thought I was going to get this video out like a couple of days ago, but when I started like getting back into it again, I've ended up spending like 3 days working on it. I have got so much to show you. It's crazy. So you know what? Let's dive in and get things running, right? And I'll talk to you about stuff like while it's all going. We're going to head first of all over to Dogging-on-the-Sly. Basically, in the last 3 days, I have completed Sector 3 and Sector 4 of the Mega Halo. Right? If you remember the end of the last episode, we just finished Sector 2, and we'd spent like 5 episodes doing Sector 1 and Sector 2. So I thought, you know what, you guys have had enough of that. Like, let's just get it done, because I want to get on with other things. I want to do. I've got some epic stuff. I'll tell you as we go. Can you kind of tell that I'm back into it again? Oh yeah. Right. Let's go with Dogging-on-the-Sly. Some big changes over here. Look at this. Now, do you remember that this station, which is the TGV station, and it's also going to be like the local as well that goes over here to Heidelberg and Yorkie Pudgee. This station, this TGV station, was over here. It was about here, and this line actually came in kind of over here. Well, I've ripped that out and I've put it in over here because it works better up here, right? Just as simple as that. But it meant, right, that there's virtually nothing left of Dogging-on-the-Sly now. There's this little bit of, let me show you. There's a little bit of residential over here. And there's a little bit of commercial over here. There's a tiny, tiny little bit of industry over here. That's it. That's all that's left. But I tell you what, this has become my new favourite city, because I freaking love how it looks. And I'm telling you, this is going to grow back so fast you won't believe it, because I'll tell you more about, like, God, I've got so much to tell you, I don't know where to start. I'll tell you all about how I've been working on this, but basically I have been running it forward like many times, because I've been optimizing a whole bunch of stuff. I'll show you. But right now I kind of just want to like kick this off and get it rocking. So you know what, that's exactly what we're going to do. But I wanted to show you Dogging-on-the-Sly before I kicked it off, so that you kind of saw it, and you'll see how quickly it'll grow back. I tell you what, if I kick it off, right, and we watch just for a few seconds, you'll see a whole bunch of it just goes like boom, straight in. Crank it up. Oh, now come on, don't disappoint me. Throw in a whole load of cranes. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. There's going to be a whole load of cranes going on over here. I tell you what, while we're kind of waiting for it, I don't want to miss it though, because it suddenly just goes like boom. There's a whole load of them. Can you see all of these trams coming out here? Got a whole load of I'll show you the whole transport system that I've put in here, because it's quite cool and it works kind of nicely. Love this whole thing going on under here. Oh, yeah, look at this. This is freaking crane central over here. Look at this. There. Look, loads of cranes. Have you ever seen so many cranes in Transport Fever? Be fair. Look at this. It grows back really nicely, and we get some really nice tall buildings popping up around the place. It's very cool. And what you'll see happen, because we'll keep popping back to dogging, because I want you guys to see how it grows. But look, loads of it growing. What happens is there's a whole load of industry just gone in, and then what you'll find is up here, we start to get like loads of commerce growing up here. Well, you can see there's loads of commerce going in right now. Oh, look, more just popped in. Look how fast it's growing. And then once this grows up, right, then the residential starts to grow. You know what? Let's have a look. Because look, population is down to like 843. I think before I started knocking this stuff down, the population was up around like 5,000 or something. Shopping facilities, well, it's good. That's already gone up because I think it was down below 2,500 and jobs below 2,000. So we'll kind of keep an eye on those numbers. So, well, you know what? 1, 2, 3 for round figures. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Right, try and remember that. Now, look at this. The TGV's running. Yes, I finally got around to fixing the TGV. And the TGV is now running. And I can tell you, the TGV carries on being very, very successful. Which I was kind of surprised about. I thought the TGV would actually take a long time to get profitable again. Having completely, virtually eradicated Dogging on the Sly. But it's amazing. It comes back within like a couple of years. It's freaking awesome. I love this place. Now I've thrown these 2 bridges in here, and I've thrown them in because I was trying to get rid of all the errors. And I wish I'd shown this before I actually kicked it off running, because there was only train 6. That was the only error, but it's thrown up a bunch more now, and it will. I have fixed so many errors you wouldn't believe. I mean, literally, like, I must have fixed 150, 200 errors, something like that. Been going around doing all that. I've got so much to show you. It's nice to make progress. I tell you what, I'm so pumped now. So much I want to do. Right, let's you know what? We'll come back to dogging and I'll show you the whole transport stuff. But there are other things that I want to show you. So, okay, let's talk Sector 3 and Sector 4 for a minute. That's not what I want. What do I want? I want yeah, that would do. No, it wouldn't, because it doesn't show me the lines. I want that one. Yeah, that'll show. There we go. Right. So, as you can see, this was the Sector 2 lines. We got those in, but now we've also got the Sector 3 lines in, which run from here, this side of Premier 2 Caton, through Premier 2 Caton, through Rootborough, through Viewterville, and finally through, well, hang on. Yeah. Sorry. Through Viewterville to here. And then Sector 4, which I've also put in, runs from there all the way over to the other side of Troy, which is over here. And I tell you what, now it's all in and all the trains are running. Oh my God, it's freaking awesome. I love it. Right, let's go back over here because we've got trains coming out. So here we go. That's a CM. That's an oil or a fuel. So we've got Sector 4 fuel, and you've got Sector 4 CM. And if I come up here a bit, there should be a Sector 4. Yeah, here we go. This will be a Sector 4 food. There we go. Cool. Right. So we've got vehicles. I've put 6 of the construction materials and the food trains, and the same for the oil trains. And it's the same on Sector 3 as well. So there's 6 trains for each of the products on each of the new sectors. And it's surprising how long those took to actually just put in. A lot of playing around. But I'm so glad it's done now. Now, if we go over to the middle of Sector 3, which is kind of where all the action is, because obviously we were already putting stuff on over here, for Sector 2, and we were already putting stuff on over here for Sector 1, right? So the final bit of the jigsaw puzzle was to get products going on here. So let's start with the construction materials. We go over here. So here is the My Precious stone mine, and I got the trains running, and it's just 2 trains. Whizzing back. Well, it should be 2. It is 2 trains. Where the hell's the other train? Oh, I've got it on 2 separate lines, haven't I? Yeah. That's Pip Pip Choo Choo. And do you remember Pip Pip Choo Choo? No, Pip Pip Choo Choo. And then the other one I called Choo Choo Pip Pip, because I thought, yeah, why not? So yeah, we've actually got them running on 2 different lines, which I'd completely forgotten because I did this because that was like the first thing I did. It was like 3 days ago, so I'm going to try and remember everything that I've done. And yeah, they work really, really nicely. I'll mention, and we'll come back to this, but the production, I've got the production nailed now. These oil wells, you can see, are almost getting up to 1600, and these will max out at 1600 really quickly. And in fact, all of our main production lines max out at 1600 really quickly. All the oil wells, the oil refineries, all the food lines, the construction materials lines, they all max out at 1600. It's awesome. The only stuff that doesn't max out is the tools. So like the coal mine and the iron ore supplying the steel mill and the planks. But everything else maxes out. Freaking awesome. God, wait till you see the distribution points. They're so busy. There's so much stuff going on. Right, so there we go. So that's My Precious. So we've got the My Precious stone mine. And we've got these two trains running backwards and forwards. Choo choo pip pip and pip pip choo choo. Love the names you guys come up with. And that's being shipped into the stone, into the construction materials plant. And you can see this is climbing up nicely. That'll soon be maxed out. And then we've got these trains running the construction materials back down here and into here. Right? And then that is starting to appear over here. And if I actually switch on, let's switch these on now, because we're going to want to start seeing. Look at this. So that's the stuff that was being thrown onto. No, I was going to say that was Sector 2. No, this is Sector 4 over here. This is Sector 3. And when I put the trains on, the trains for Sector 4, no, Sector 3. This is Sector 3. Were coming from here. So, in fact, they're still coming out. Here's another one coming out now, and that's why this one. Stop lagging. That's why. Hang on. Pause. October 22nd. Hang on a sec. Because I want to show you. I've got so much to show you. We spent almost 5 billion, and we're actually going to spend more than that. And in fact, I think we'll. You know what? I think we'll do that now. Probably. Yeah. I think we'll do that now. You're wondering what the hell are you going to do now? I'll show you in a sec. Bear with me. Right. So you are going to be amazed how quickly we come back to profitability. When you consider that all of our most profitable lines, we've kind of wrecked. Like the Halo Trams 1 and 2 have probably got virtually no passengers on at the moment. If we sort this, remember they were making like 100 million, over 100 million, 150 million, I think, a year. Halo 1 and 2, and now they're nowhere to be seen. In fact, they're probably making a loss. Yeah, look at that. Halo Trams 1's losing 58 million. That's going to come back to profitability so quickly. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. I've got to try and stay on track. Yeah, so that's why, because the trains are still feeding out there, that's why this is kind of low. Whereas, you can see these platforms are maybe even full. They're certainly getting close to being full. And that's because the trains for Sector 4 are coming out of these two down here, these two depots down here. And I need to remember to talk to you about depots because I've got something to show you. Another thing to show you, a mod, and it's really cool. So these trains coming out here, so they're obviously going in this direction first, which is why if we go down here, we should find, see, they're picking up all the stuff, so there's virtually nothing there. But once those trains spread out a bit, then this will all be absolutely sweet. Now I've done a load of refinement on other lines, but we'll get to that in a bit. What I want to do now, the two things I want to do now. First thing, I've got a whole bunch of trains and various stuff that's been sent back to depots. Now, okay, I can show you this because this is kind of worth showing you. Let's sort this by the name. So, Halo. I've decided the Halo trains, I think the sweet spot is around about 20 trains for the 4 Halo lines, the Halo passenger lines. So, which is the inner anti-clockwise, the inner clockwise, and Halo Trams 1 and Halo Trams 2, which really, I suppose, should be called Halo Outer anti-clockwise and Halo Outer clockwise. But, yeah, we kind of know it as Halo 1 and 2, so I'm going to stick with that. I kind of like those names. But we had 21 trains on Halo 1, so I sent one of those back to the depot, and we're going to have 20 trains on all of these, and that's what we're going to do now. We're going to buy those trains. So this puppy, yeah, you can be sold. Get rid of that. And this, this was optimizing the fuel lines over here, the oil and fuel lines. We didn't need this extra train. I think we were running 4 trains on shipping the fuel, and we only needed 3, so I got rid of that. Yeah, so let's get rid of you. I've also been cutting down on the amount of cars on some lines, and I'll try and show you all of those as we go around. Let's get rid of these. What are these? God knows what those were. Seriously, I have no idea. No idea what those were. And the reason that I wanted to sell these before the end of the year is because the next year I want you to be able to see like exactly how much money we start to make, because we're going to make lots of money, guys. We love making lots of money, don't we? Oh yeah, I think on one of the Revitalizing. Yeah, it was these are I originally put like, I think it was like 8 trains on, and I decided to cut it back to 6. So that's why there's 2 of each of these in there. Right, get rid of you, and that's it. Right, that's all of them. Right, so we can get back to it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to buy the extra trains that we want. Now, I have pre-prepared this so as not to waste your valuable, precious time, because we've got so much to see, so much to do. So down here, I've thrown in a couple of depots here and here. And if we bring up the Halo inner anti-clockwise and the Halo inner clockwise. Now, if we look over here, you can see how much demand there is. Look at this. Look at all these freaking passengers waiting. 440 waiting for the anti-clockwise, 323 waiting for the clockwise. Loads of people waiting. Few people waiting there. Yeah, 100 plus on each. But if I let this run, you'd see. Oh, Nick, look at this. Look at this. Over in Troy. 300, 250, and that just keeps climbing. So yeah, we definitely needed like a whole bunch of extra trains on here. So let's get it done. We'll start off with, let's do the anti-clockwise first. So here, we want to buy trains. Now, several people have left comments like over the last load of episodes, ever since I put these in, saying, oh, you could put 3 of these trains together, because I've only got like 2 back-to-back at the moment. We'll probably go to 3 at some point in the future, but for now, 2's fine. I have been playing around with this and seeing what works and what, and 2's right now, 2's fine. When we grow our cities a bit more, and I get the passenger, like the road, the trams and buses sorted out a bit more, so we're shipping a few more passengers, then we'll probably up them to 3. But for now, this is going to be fine. So what do I want? I want Jill Starks and another Jill Starks, and then put them together. Right. And we're going to want an extra 10, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 10 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. Set line all, and these go on the green one, which is the, where is it? Halo inner anti-clockwise. There we go. Boom. So that's those. Oh, God knows how much I spent then. I think that was quite a lot. It's going to be more this, because we're going to buy 14 of these. Let's go back to the overview. Bring up the vehicles, because we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on there. So we want loads of these. Buy. Jill Starks. 1, 2. Link them together. Oh, cha-ching. Right, and we want, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of those. And what do they cost? Like, I didn't even see. I should have looked. They're about, I don't even know how much they cost, but it's a lot. look at this, we're down to 3.5. We've only got 3.5 billion. It's a good job that this is profitable. Otherwise, we'd be really in trouble. Right, so, yeah, we want to put these on the lines. Can I lift this up? Grab it. Ah, yeah, I can. There we go. Set line all. These are going to go on the inner, aren't they? Yeah, because we're doing this one. Yeah, so inner clockwise. Boom. All right, so that means we've now got 20 trains on each of the inner lines. Right. So this is where for anybody who hasn't been keeping up, this is where, because we've got the 8 tracks of the Mega Halo, and the inner 2 lines actually cross out at this point to the outer and go around the back of these towns, and then around here and around here, and then after they've gone around the back of Rootborough, they come back and cross over again to become the inner part of the Mega Halo, and then they stay on the inside all the way around. Okay, so right, we've done that. Right, what's next? Well, we need to sort out the other 2 lines, which is Halo Trans 1 and Halo Trans 2. Now, Halo Trans 1 already has 20. In fact, it had 21, and that was the one that I got rid of, that I showed you, that I just sold. So what we want is we want the same thing over here. Now, if we go over to, let's see, this really nice yard that I put in over here. You know what? Let's go back to the overview and move this down here. There we go. So we've got, I think we've got 13, so we need an extra 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So we need an extra 7, and we can get them from. I still love this. This is a really nice little yard, but I'm going to do a mega freight yard, and I kind of don't want to spoil it as much, but I was looking at images of freight yards and doing some research on it during my little enforced absence, and I found this huge freight yard. I don't know. I might be putting an image of it up now, but we'll see when it gets around to it. I might keep it as a surprise because we're going to do it in the next episode, I think. And it's going to be huge. I've actually got to try and find the right place to put it, but it's going to be enormous, and it's going to be based on this real life freight yard, which is huge. I had no idea freight yards could be that big, but it's awesome. Anyway, right. So we want to get onto Halo Trans 2, which is this green, this kind of murky green line here. So we can use either of these because it's all crossed over and whatever, so it can get onto there. I actually sold that extra train that was on Halo Trans 1, that would have come down here and been sold in here. So I think we'll use this one. Well, why the hell not? That'll do. So what do we want? Same, it's dual stocks. So we want, let's go down here. Dual stocks 1 and 2. Link them together. What did I say we want? We got 13, so we want 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And those go on to Halo Trans 2. Boom. As you can see, with all these extra trains, tons of naming opportunities. So if you're a patron, make sure you get all the name suggestions coming in. And if you're not a patron, then you can always name something on the American series, which will be back hopefully tomorrow. So right, so yeah, that's all the stuff that I wanted to throw in. I am eventually going to throw an extra couple of trains on the TGV, but I think we'll wait for that for now. Right, so should we crank it up again? Let's crank it up again. Off we go. Oh, should we see those trains coming out? Let's watch those trains coming out. Here we go. You can go anywhere on the Mega Halo now, and it's so busy. It is really, really awesome to watch all the trains flying around. And, oh man, I love all the scenery and backgrounds and the cities in the distance. I mean, look at these. So awesome, so awesome. I can't wait to kind of be sort of done with this mechanics that we've been kind of stuck in with the like getting all the Mega Halo operational, and get onto some just dressing up. Because you look at this part of the world, right? Because I dressed all this up. So there's nice trees everywhere. There's the cities in the backgrounds and like, bridges and interesting buildings and all that kind of stuff. From here, like wherever you look, it's kind of nice. But you go to other parts of the world, like I don't know, like maybe over here, and you'll see that it's kind of a bit meh. And like this bridge, yeah, not good enough. We want a proper like flat bridge. So I need to work on these and get stuff like done. And there's some of these sections of the Mega Halo are still very, very bare, and they need a lot of work. You know what? While I'm mentioning that, let me show you the new mod. Oh, and of course, the other thing I've got to tell you about is the fact that there has been an update of Transport Fever. And the update, it wasn't really an in-game update. They haven't added anything to the game specifically, but what they have done, they've added an official wiki. Which, if you're new to the game or you're having any issues with the game, you should look up the new official wiki. If you go onto Steam, there's a link to it on there, or if you go to their official site, there's a link because the official wiki is on their official site, transportfever.com or whatever it is. But what they have put on there is a bunch of help for modders, because they want to really encourage modding. And I tell you what, even in like the week that it's been out, man, the number of new mods that have suddenly appeared. Now, one of the new mods is a mod that the Transport Fever guys have created, and they used this as kind of a template to show people how to create mods and the specifications and all that kind of stuff. And what they've added. Let me throw one in. Because I want to show. Well, actually, I don't need to. Yeah, actually, I kind of do, because I actually want to play around with it. If I put a station in, let's put a station in. Yeah, let's make it long so you can kind of see. And you'll notice there is a new option down here, curvature. Oh yeah, they've got curved stations, so you can say, well, I want it to bend that way, right? And there's 3 different degrees. I think each one is like an extra 5 degrees or something. But look at that! How freaking cool is that? And we've been waiting for this for ages, because they actually did show this in their original announcement trailer. They showed this, and we've had to wait like 6 months or whatever to actually get it in the game. But they are very, very cool, aren't they? And you can curve it the other way as well if you want. You need to curve it that way. Can't wait to start throwing those in. So yeah, you should definitely check out the new mods that are coming out on Steam, because there's loads of them coming out now. Right, let's get rid of that, because I don't want to play around with that right now. What I do want to show you is if I go to depots, I picked up a mod which gives me an extra 4 depot types. Right, and they're just depots. They do exactly the same thing. They allow you to buy and sell trains, but look at the different types. And we're going to be using this as I'm doing all the dressing up. So you've got, okay, we'll just put them side by side so you can see. So we got your bog standard, right? There's your bog standard. And then we've got this one, which is just like a buffer. And that's it, nothing. Now this is actually really handy if you want to be able to have trains like coming off your stations. Yeah, have I got a station that I could demonstrate? I have. I'm trying to think where the hell it would be, and I'm trying to remember where I am so I can come back. I'm in between Maceley. Okay, if I go over this side, where's the oil? Here we go. Right. So for example, let's say this was a through station, and you wanted to have trains going onto both of these platforms. If you use this, right, it's too wide, so you couldn't put like one on each. So then you have to have either space them out and have some curvy track or whatever. But if you use this one, right, you can actually put one on each, which is really handy. I like that, right? And then let's go back to where we were. Where were we? Between Maceley and... yeah, here we go. These three are really nice. We're going to be using these a lot. I love them. They're really, really nice buildings. How nice are they? They're really, look at this. Let's throw this in. That is pretty freaking... Now that is a depot. The Transport Fever guys should look at that and go, yeah, our building should have looked like that. Look at that. And when I do this like mega freight yard thing that I'm gonna do, oh, we're gonna be using these buildings. They are so sweet. And there's two more. There's two more to go. We're not done yet. Then there's this one, which is kind of a wide, fat one, with a bunch of, I don't know what the hell they're supposed to be. What are they supposed to be? I have no idea. I was thinking, I mean, they're not water tower. Well, I suppose. I don't know. I have no idea what they are. If you know what they are, drop me a comment. Or what they're supposed to be. Or what they might be. Or what you'd like them to be. And then this one, this is kind of a midway between the two. So it's not quite as wide as that. It's not quite as long as that. But it's nice and modern. And I can imagine using this in the cities. But once you start to expand and have a bunch of different models to use, you can get really, really creative. We are going to have such fun putting some of this stuff together. And of course, like where you've got like sections of track which are a bit boring, like this section of track here is a bit boring, right? I mean, you know, you throw like one or two of these buildings in, you know, and it's like you throw one of these in. Let's throw it around. Like you throw something like this in here, like that. Come on, right? Let's come like that. That way. You throw something like that in, right? And then do a bit of decoration around it. And it just, look, I mean, instantly, it's like so much more interesting when you're riding the trains. Let's ride the next train that comes past. Oh, and of course, now there isn't. Hey, here we go. So there isn't a train. Let me come down to this level. When we're having our trips round the Halo, which I will be doing, we will be able to, you know, if you've got some buildings next to the tracks and whatever, it makes it so much more interesting. And then you can have, you know, then you can mix up the sections and have, you know, you can have some open spaces, you know, where you can, you know, see the mountains and all the rest of it. And then you have some foresty, woody sections with loads of trees and some nice bridges around the place. And then a bunch of buildings as well. So, yeah, it's going to be, you can tell how pumped I am for this. I love that. When I found these, when I got them in game, I was like, whoa, yeah, mama. That's what I want. Right, let's get rid of these because we don't want this. Bye-bye and bye-bye and bye-bye. Right, let's get on a little bit. It's just... God, I love the new terrain tools. They just make everything so much quicker than it used to be. I've said that before, and you know what? I'll probably say it again in the future. Right, hopefully... Once given a bit of time, we should start to see these passenger numbers go down. Once our new dual stocks can't start flying around. Is this one of the new ones? Where are the passengers? Inner CW, and yeah, Inner CW is where most of them are. So yeah, we're waiting for those trains to come round because obviously we put them all on like way over the other side, so it's going to take them a while to get round. Right, let's go back to dogging. Let's go back to dogging. And have a little... Oh my god, look how it's grown, guys. Look at that. Remember, there was nothing inside here. And there was nothing, like, very little on the outer side of where I put this road in. So that all of that has filled in. And it's going to start to grow now, and we'll get more of these tall buildings. And... it's stayed fairly nicely segregated. So we've got all the residential over here, and then we've got all the commerce and the industry over this section. And the reason it's going a little bit up here is because there's freight being delivered down to here. And so, because this is kind of spreading through here, you then get extra buildings appearing. Right, I want to show you the layout here. So, let's have a look. What we've got this kind of overly circly thing round here. If I put these on, you'll be able to see it so much better. Right, so you've got this this orange line and this purple line. These are the tram lines, which just go round in a circle, clockwise, anti-clockwise, and as you can see, they're coping quite nicely with the passenger numbers. No big build-ups anywhere, except here. But that's because you're getting loads of people dumped off the off the railway, who are waiting to get to where they're going. But you can see you get a big rush when a train load comes in, and then the trams kind of keep up with it. Here we go. Come on, pick up some of these passengers. Get rid of them before the next train load comes in. No, he didn't get rid of them, many of them. Anyway, anywho. So that's that. But we've also got this these two blue lines, which are again clockwise and anti-clockwise, and this is a bus route through the residential area, and it goes up here. That's in range of these two stations, and then there's also a stop here, which is in range of the TGV, because we've got the extra road connections down here. So this just means that the residential can really get around. Now, originally, I just put the tram route in, right? And I thought, yeah, that'll be enough. But when I ran it on for a bit, I found that the traffic was a nightmare. I mean, seriously, all of these roads, like all of these little roads around here, were all jammed up because there wasn't enough transport for the residents. And you can see, now that we've built up all the industry and commerce over here, we're starting to get extra. Look how much is getting built. Loads of new residential is filling in and being upgraded and all kinds of stuff. What are we up to now? Now, it was 1, 2, 3, wasn't it? So, okay, well, we've doubled our population even in this short space of time. Well, I think we're just coming up to, I think this will be 2 years since I kicked it off, because we were in January of 2055. And by the way, that's the last time we're going to reset to 55. We're going to run on from now. It's all going to be progression, no resetting. And look at this, 83% of our residents use at least one of our lines. Out freaking standing. So it was less than 1,000. So we're up to 2,000, and then jobs was 2,000. We're up to 3,200, and this was 3,000, and we're up to almost 4,000. So yeah, huge growth. It's coming back really, really nicely. Right, let's get right. Auto save done. Right, let's have a little bit of a look at profitability before I start talking about the TGV and stuff. So where are we? Well, we spent, oh my god, we spent 6 billion. Holy hell. Yeah, but first year that we ran it, we made 150 million profit. Nice. Now, when you consider that most of our lines were, like most of our most profitable lines were actually losing money because we'd replaced all the stations and lost all the passengers and whatever, this is going to rebound quickly, really quickly. In fact, let's have a look at the lines and see how we're doing profitability wise. So let's sort by balance. Now, look, the inner CW and the inner, so clockwise and anti-clockwise, you can see there this is losing like 73 million because we've put all the new trains on in one place on one side, and they've got to go round, and it takes a little bit of time. But look, they're getting there. Look, this is picking up all the passengers. It's already coming down a lot. So look, this is up to 2,500. So it's up to 50% capacity already. This thing is not far behind. So yeah, these are going to get very profitable very, very soon. What else? Let's go to the other end. Yeah, look, Halo Trams 1 and 2 already up to 75 and 65 million. The Apple Jack line making 30 million. TF Confused for Fuel, 30 million. Oh, look at this. Halo Sector 1. Making nice money. All of the oils are doing very well. Look at the TGV. The TGV has bounced back very nicely. Making around 10-15 million at the moment. You know what? I'll bring the TGV up because we'll have a look at that in a second. Yeah, so all of that is cranking up and coming along very blooming nicely. Now, I did quite a bit of work on the Spencer line. I need to show you that at some point, but let's finish this off. So, yeah, the TGV. Now, I was kind of umming and ahhing about whether the TGV should stop at the airport, and I've decided it shouldn't. It should be an express, and it should just go straight from Bickery's Hollow to Dogging High Street. This is Dogging High Street. And it seems to work, and it seems to work really, really nicely. And we'll keep an eye on how it's doing. Oh, come here. On how it's doing, like passenger wise, and when we start to get these getting like decent numbers of passengers, which actually happens fairly quickly, we'll I think we'll throw another couple of trains on. But like at the moment, yeah, that one's carrying 41. That's actually not bad. How quickly are we getting new passengers? Look how busy this is. And you know what? I've got to show you this. Let's take a second and let me show you this. I'm going to jump on. Yeah, I'm going to jump on that tram. Yeah, go on. I'll jump on this tram. Just to show you. Because what I love about this place, right, is the views, right? Because this is very up and down. I spent so much time working on the roads and the terrain so that they hadn't got any nasty humps and bumps in. And I love it. I love all the undulations around the place. It creates like real interest. And then when we go down here, I love going under the bridge at the bottom. Look at all the cranes. It's growing so fast. This is where the bus route crosses over. Loads of people walking from the bus to the tram stop. I love it when it grows fast and you've got like millions of cranes around the place. They do look really good. And then we're just coming. This is the tram depot over here. Come on, stop being laggy. I'm trying to show it off. And then we come down here. I love it under this bridge. Really, really like that. With all the bridges. I can't wait to ride like the trains around and see all the cool views. Needs dressing up. Needs some little touches here and there. But it's really, really getting there.